Welcome back to Crack the Cure series with me Kavya Tendral. Today we'll be seeing about some easy ideas to remember the signs of pregnancy. If you have not subscribed our channel, do subscribe for more interesting videos like this, and as well don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will get a daily video notification. In this picture I have concised most of the signs of pregnancy itself. Let us discuss the Palmer sign, von Bronfenwald sign, Ladin sign, McDonald sign, and placental sign in this slide itself. Before we actually go to the signs proper, let us first know that these signs are associated with uterus, cervix, and vagina mostly. First, let us start the Palmer sign. When we draw a hand, and this part is be the palm. The palmar area is basically large. Our probability is either uterus or cervix or vagina. Of these, the palm is larger in size, and likewise uterus is larger in area than compared to cervix and vagina. So it is associated with some uterine sign. When we are keeping a palm, it is usually for palpation. What we are going to palpate is basically the rhythm, and the rhythm is basically rhythmic, regular and rhythmic. So Palmer sign is a regular rhythmic uterine contraction. And next sign is von Bronfenwald sign. This name is itself large. So let us consider it to be an enlargement. Again, large name. So it is uterus, cervix, or vagina, which is large. So uterus. So it is a uterine sign. And then the moment we say von Bronfenwald, it is sounding like not a regular name. So it is again in irregular. The moment I say von Bronfenwald, gradually the voice becomes soft, and thereby it is softening thing. So thereby von Bronfenwald sign is irregular, softening, and enlargement of uterine fundus. Now a doubt arises where it is uterine fundus or what. We'll take from Frenwald as F as starting. If we take F, the probability is like either it could be fallopian tube or it's the fundus. Again come next is Wald. Wald sounds like bald. Bald is associated with the head. Here the uterine fundus is actually like the head, not the fallopian tube, and thereby von Bronfenwald sign is irregular, softening, and enlargement of uterine fundus. And the next sign we are going to see is the Ladin sign. Ladin, let us consider ladder. A ladder is the one which is constructed like this. It is connecting two different vertical sticks by a horizontal stick. So which is in between, let us consider as isthmus. Thereby, this Ladin sign is associated with the uterine isthmus. The softening in the midpoint of the isthmus anteriorly is called as the Ladin sign. Next is McDonald's sign. McDonald is everyone's favorite basically. It is all possible that every worker working in the McDonald's are working continuously and flexibly. So it is large, so we are dealing with the uterus. Large number of people are working, so uterus, and it is flexible. They are flexibly working, so it is again flexibility. So what is flexibility is there is a easy flexibility of uterus. On what it is getting flexed is the cervix. It is a very basic. So McDonald's sign is easy flexibility of uterus on the cervix. Next we come to placental sign. As the name suggests, placental sign is just a cyclic bleeding occurring up to 12 weeks of pregnancy. That is the placental sign. I will remember like a placenta as two sides, maternal and the fetal side. So it is 1 and 2. So 12 weeks of pregnancy, till that there will be cyclic bleeding possible. We'll now move on to next signs. On the list first is the Jacquemer sign or Chadwick sign. When we see this word, we get Q here, and this is what a queue. When people are standing in the queue, it is basically a area of that will be a congested area. Now here in the name Chadwick, there is W. It is again to determine it is a uterus sign or cervix sign or vaginal sign. V is present before W in alphabet, so it is considered as a vaginal sign. It is a vaginal sign actually. When people standing on queue, that is congested. So there is congestion of mucosa, that is vaginal mucosa. So whenever there is congestion, there will be bluish or purplish discoloration. Thus it is Jacquemer sign or Chadwick sign. Both are one are the same. Next is Osiander sign. Osiander sign is basically a sign which is related to the pulsations. Remember this, we'll take Osiander, Osea. So Osai, it is in Tamil, it is sound. Whenever we get a sound or any music, we get vibrated. That is, we get a new pulsation. Let's think like that, and it starts basically from the hands. We start dancing, right? So from hands, with respect to the trunk, hands is present laterally, and thereby that is a lateral. What is we are feeling is the pulsation on the pharynxes. Osiander sign is increased pulsation through lateral pharynxes. Next is Goodell sign. Again, to determine is a sign of uterus or cervix or vagina. Goodell has two O and O. So it can be cervix only, because cervix has internal os and external os. To be cautious that we should not be get dried by this L and L, because fallopian tube also has L and L. It is not that, because we are primarily sticking on to the uterus, cervix or vagina, so we'll stick on to cervix that has two O's, and that is also coming first. Give the first preference. So Goodell sign is a cervix sign, but what is happening is there is softening of cervix, which is normally expected sign of pregnancy. Goodell sign is softened cervix. Now next is Piscacac sign. To remember this Piscacac sign, we know one thing, that is pista. In pista, the nut which is seen here is actually attached to one side of the shell. That is, if this is the shell, the nut is attached to this side, rather this another shell is free. It is attached laterally, let us consider. Here it is associated with again uterus, because the blastocyst is usually getting implanted laterally. A lateral implantation results in asymmetric growth of uterus, with the area of implantation being softer than the rest. So Piscacac sign is associated with lateral implantation. Thank you so much for your patient listening.